Guys, so today we're gonna be working with yeah, cosine and sine and kind of trigonometric identities again. So yeah, let's go ahead and try to solve these. So first of all, this following exercises. And the most important things that we have to learn are these two little functions or just identities. This one is pretty much basic. Cosine of squared plus sine of squared is equal 1. And then cosine of AB is going to be equal to cosine of A times cosine of B minus sine of A times sine of B. That's basically it. So let's verify this, shall we? The first thing we want to do is basically do the following. We have cosine of squared, right? And we want to prove basically this. So what we're going to do is basically we're going to write basically quite simple as following. So we have cosine of x, right? And cosine of x can be seen with this identity, right? With this identity. No, actually, let's begin with another way. We can take this identity, right? And we can say that cosine of a plus a, in this case, we're going to do, is going to be basically cosine squared of a minus sine squared of a. The thing is, we're just putting a here, right? So basically, this is going to be the cosine squared of a and sine squared of a. Now, we can simply say, hey, cosine of 2a, right, is basically just this two guys. From there, we can take the following approach with this guy, right? We can simply say, hey, cosine of what is sine of squared? Sine of squared can be seen as, we take this identity, duplicate, we go down, right? We take this identity, we can simply say that sine of squared of a, right, is going to be simply sine of squared of a. Am I correct with this? Yeah. Yep. It's simply going to be 1 minus cosine squared. However, minus sine squared of a is simply going to be cosine squared of a minus 1, right? So given this, we can just input this from here to here. So we do cosine of 2a equals cosine squared of a plus cosine of a minus 1, right? This squared. We can keep doing that. Cosine of 2a is equal to 2 cosine squared of a minus 1. We move everything to the left, so that is, we move the minus 1 over here, and our 2 is going to be dividing. So we get cosine squared of a, right, is going to be basically 1/2 of cosine 2a, right, plus 1, like so. And this is what we wanted to find, actually. As you guys can see, it's the same thing. Here it is, except here we use x, but it's the same concept. Now we can do the next exercise, which we start quite similarly, right? Just take this, simply this, duplicate it, put it down, just like that. And now we can simply do the following. Instead of sine, we solve for cosine this time. So we take our identity here, duplicate it, move it down, we put it here. Now it's going to be simply sine squared of x is going to be equal to 1 minus cosine squared of x. No, sorry, it was the other way around. The cosine this time is going to be basically minus sine squared of x, right? So in this case, squared, now we write this into our thing. So it's going to be simply duplicate it, delete this, duplicate this. We put that guy over here. Well, in this case, it's going to be a, not x. Now, same thing. Cosine of 2a, 1, right? Minus 2 sine squared of a. Now we're going to move everything to our left. So that is cosine 2a minus 1, and then 1/2 times minus. It's going to be sine squared of a. So sine squared of a is equal to minus 1/2 minus 1/2 of 1 minus cosine of 2a. So as you can see, that's what we got. Same thing. So we have it. So yeah, if you guys want more exercises, you guys can just do a second. So you guys can actually do these. They have the same concepts. They should be doable, I think. I'm not sure because ChatGPT just showed me this, so take it with a grain of salt, but I think they should be doable. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.